Good morning, everyone, and Merry Christmas. I hope this finds you well and living your best life in Jesus Christ. I received a call yesterday from my brother Mark to tell me that my oldest brother, Tim, who is in a rehab care facility, has tested positive for COVID and is being isolated and then, of course, retested. Mark, my next youngest brother, is the person in charge of Tim's medical care, and therefore all of his financial and medical decisions are really up to him. And I'm very proud of the fact that Mark has been, for some time, an excellent guardian for Tim in these types of situations. He's also very good to keep me and my youngest brother, Craig, updated in Tim's situation. Needless to say, we're concerned about this situation and are praying he does not have COVID, or that if he does, it will be a very mild case. Needless to say, I appreciate your prayers for my brother Tim. This all brought to mind something that I was thinking about as I opened the drawer for my special Advent calendar. And inside I found one of the most important gifts of my life, the important gift of family in our lives. I really don't talk about my family very much because I figure that, well, like most folks, family is something we assume everyone has, and even though it may be important to us, it is very seldom interesting to others. I mean, mostly everyone has their own family, right? And with family, as we all know, comes family problems. We tend to keep such things to ourselves. I mean, how many of us have a relative that seems to invariably cause problems in the family, or cannot seem to keep a job, or has a serious substance abuse problem? Or how about the one who starts arguments at family dinners, or seems to want nothing to do with the rest of the family? Or perhaps your family has so ostracized you that maybe you have chosen to limit your time with your family because of past hurts or traumas. It seems family is sometimes a blessing and sometimes a curse, doesn't it? Especially during the holidays. Well, families are important to God. Families were so important that the Bible lists Jesus' family tree, his genealogy, in both Matthew and Luke. And even though, if you look at specifically the one in Matthew, there were many exemplary people in that tree, there were a few skeletons, such as Tamar and Rahab, both of whom were prostitutes, and Uriah's wife, who was, of course, party to David's scandalous affair. How many of us have someone in the family or hidden in our family tree that we really don't speak of because of something they did, or maybe even something they continue to do? People refer to them as skeletons in the closet for a reason. One of my favorite authors once said, anyone who thinks they have no skeletons in their family closet hasn't looked hard enough, because they're always there. So why in the world, I thought, would Matthew, specifically the author of one of these genealogies of Jesus, draw attention to these skeletons in Jesus' family tree? I think and I agree with a lot of theologians, is that Matthew was writing this to Jews and wanting to remind them of those in Jesus' ancestry who came from people that the Jews looked down upon racially, those who were previously pagans, those who came from dishonorable backgrounds, and those who had committed, let's be honest, grievous sins. The point being is that if God can use these men and women to bring his only son into the world, then he can use anyone, including me and you. God places an extreme emphasis on family and the relationships based on family love. After all, he created the family from the very beginning of mankind and refers to all of us who have accepted him into him into our hearts and lives as part of his family. God made it pretty clear that families are important when he created Adam and Eve. First thing he said was, be fruitful and multiply. And the thing is that families are the building block of strong societies. Everyone knows that. Families are where we can feel love and learn how to love others. I mean, let's face it, life's tough and we need people we can lean on. Most of the time, for most of us, home is a safe haven where we can get advice and support and hugs, and well, if you ask Landry, it's a great place to get chocolate chip cookies. Jesus did not come only for people who look a certain way, or came from certain backgrounds, or those whose past was absolutely squeaky clean. Rather, the gospel of Jesus Christ is for everyone. Our race, our gender, our family background, our former beliefs, and our past mistakes don't matter at all to Christ. See, God will save you and use you to advance His kingdom regardless of what skeletons you might have in your family tree or what your relationship is with your current earthly family. See, I'm very blessed in that I have good brothers and sisters and many fine men and women in my earthly family tree, starting, of course, with my parents, who were good God-fearing people. And I am thankful every day for my family. And I'm also blessed to have many wonderful and loving Christian brothers and sisters in my adopted family tree. The one where, that tree, the one where we're all adopted children of the King. So today, let's appreciate that gift of family. Let's take a moment today and pause to be thankful for our families, even the ones that, might upset us or embarrass us from time to time. And let's remember that from such people, Jesus came, and from such people, the kingdom of God will ultimately be made. I hope you make today a terrific day. I want you to know that I'm here if you need me, and I love you all.